Coach, you play both linebacker spots. You playing the Mike and the Will, one or the other. Like, where are you lining up so far?
As of right now, I'm just trying to be as versatile as possible, like any other linebacker positions. I know last year I played a lot of Sam, so right now it's just helping out the defense as much as I can and just being as versatile as possible.
What are the differences when you're trying to play both? What stands out about each position maybe that people wouldn't realize?
Yeah, I mean, every spot on defense has its own like intricacies, and then we, it's really the same mentality on each position. It's just different rules and different schemes and stuff, but it's really the same thing.
Cody, I know how highly coaches think of you guys who played it the business side of the world here. You play a three linebacker system, you have to be a starter. How do you kind of deal with the fact that you have two established starters there, and you're the third guy, and they're going to find places for you, and it's probably not as big a role as you'd like?
I pride myself on being a big team player. I love those guys. Like those guys are my brothers. Everyone in that linebacker room, we're all so close, and so it's never man, I wish I was in there instead of him. Like I feel like anybody who's on that field, we can always produce, and it's ultimately up to coach. And whenever he decides, I'm cool with whatever he decides. And I'm gonna go out there and play my hardest and do whatever I can for the team.
You had Tommy out there just describe what a difference he is.
And he's such a good leader. I don't think anyone on the defense wouldn't go in a battle with him. He's the ultimate competitor, and he's rugged, and can't say enough good things about him really.
Played last year with 2 broken hands.
Yeah, so I called him Tommy Two Thumbs because he barely had 2 thumbs, but he's so tough, and he inspires everyone else in the room really. He's playing with broken hands. I can get through it. Bruises and cuts and everything. So, anything he does, we'll follow.
Is he more vocal with you guys than he is generally?
Oh yeah, he's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, you have to get to know him, and he's quiet, but he'll let off some jokes and everything. So.
Cody, where does
last year's 62 guys? The last 2 years.
Yeah, I know. We this whole offseason was focusing on that one play, finding the one play. It's really a span of maybe 4 or 5 plays that decided our whole entire season last year. And so we don't know when that play is coming, so we have to be ready at all times. And so this whole offseason was just focused on finding that play and being ultra competitive on every play we can.
I keep hearing first day to turn matchup.
Yeah.
Is that code for the big games?
Yeah, and when we play our equals, it's talent. The talent is even, and so we have to find the edge, find that one technique that's going to help propel us to a victory, and then that's all we've been focusing on, man. It's just finding that edge.
What do you tell fans, players, family when they come up to Michigan?
It is what it is. We just ran out of time, and it's on to the next one. We spent a whole off season. We never forget that taste in our mouth. And just get back and work as hard as we can, and next year will be different.
Is it crazy to you that you can play an entire 12-game regular season, you can go to the playoff, but as you mentioned, 4 or 5 plays kind of change the perception of whether it was a good season or a bad season? Is that just kind of nuts, or is that just what Ohio State football is?
It's a game of football, That's the sad part about it, but it's also the amazing part about it, because any play could be a big play. It could be an inside zone run or a deep bomb. It doesn't matter what it is, and we spend so much time trying to just perfect every single part of the game, and those plays there's always plays we want back, and unfortunately those are our plays, and we'll fix them, get back at it, and then we'll be in the same spot next year.
What do you get out of today, first day out there? Obviously no pads yet. What do you take from a first day of practice?
It's always going to be a little bit rusty. Playing football is a tough action. And play after play after play, you get tired, it's hot. That's the point of camp. It's supposed to be the hardest time we'll ever be through, we're going through. And then, so now it's just building, finding our mistakes, and keep correcting them every day and getting better.
Cody, when you see C.J. Hicks, what jumps out to you right now?
Just ultra athleticism. He's can make any play on the field, and I'm confident he can, and he's getting better every single day. So I'm right there side by side with him, and he's doing really well right now.
Cody, obviously just one practice under your guys' belt, but kind of coming out of the summer and heading into the fall camp, where do you feel the trajectory of the linebacker is headed?
We have to be the rock of the team, of the defense and the team. What it asks for a linebacker is ultimate leadership and being able to be dependable and consistent. And so I think that's going to be our main objective, just being that tough, dependable group. And we always, no matter what play is, we come out there and we go attack them.
And having so many veteran guys, I mean, how much easier does that make that to come back and be able to just get right back into a rhythm and, getting right back at it?
Yeah, no, I mean, we're all very comfortable with each other, and I have ultimate trust in those guys. They know what they're doing, and now it's just working on all the little things to get us better.
And last week at the Big Ten meeting, his coach Day said that Arvell Reese was one of the most impressive freshmen so far. What's kind of been your impression of him so far?
He's natural in his movement. You know, he can get out of breaks. He can cover. He can play the run. You know, it's coming as a freshman. It's always tough mentally, but I think he can make a real dent, and really he can make some action this year.
What was the energy out? I don't know if you were asked this earlier, but with fans out there, just kind of a different environment. Did that add anything to you guys? Did it kind of block it out? What was that like for you?
I mean, it's definitely kind of cool to have more than just our coaches out, but you know, I think it's important for us to be able to focus and, like, you know, we can enjoy the fans until we actually got to get going, and then get ultra focused and accomplish the task at hand. And then when we're done, we can enjoy and do all that other stuff. But it was pretty cool, and I think we'll have it tomorrow too. I think
Yeah, you do.
Another day. So it was great having the fans out.
Yeah, it's a cool way for them just to kind of feel up close to you guys.
Yeah, 100%.
Cody, Coach Day was talking about yesterday how it's nice to have basically two fields going on with a lot of players in and out.
Yeah.
Have you seen this kind of depth before in your time here at Ohio State?
Yeah, we had a little bit last year. You know, it's tough because football, injuries happen and everything, but I mean, we're blessed right now to be able to do that. We want to get as many reps as possible. We can correct so many more reps than if we just had one field going. So having a lot of guys and a lot of depth is definitely an important thing.
So was there a change to your approach or mindset coming into this camp versus last year's camp, just given it's year two in Jim Knowles' defense, you're probably more comfortable in the system? Just how have things maybe changed for you coming into last year versus this year?
Yeah, no, we always want to improve. And I mean, Coach Knowles had a great layout for our you know, base defense and how we run things. And now it's really just how do we improve? Where are the parts that we can improve in our defense? Stopping the run, stopping the pass, wherever it takes. And this is the time now to correct everything.
Or is the playbook bigger, like a blitz package, whatever? You know, is it more this year? Has he built on to that more? Or
yeah, I mean, you know, it's more of just adjustments. You know, it's maybe finding we could have done this differently or this other play differently. You know, it's I don't really know what all is in stake because he's got his master plan over there, but he'll give us what we need to do, and then we'll accomplish it.
When Jihad Carter's always mentioned, Jim Knowles says coachable. That's the word that comes to his mind. What has been your impression so far of Jihad?
With Jihad? No, I was really close with him when he first came here because we were on our off-season squad together. He's an ultra athlete. He knows the game, and I'm just excited to see him on the field because he had a really good spring ball, and you know, he's a great player.
Yeah, how do you see him handle that, being hurt, I guess, at the end of spring, not really being able to play as much?
Yeah, it's always tough with injuries. You know, he's definitely stayed locked in. He's taken on a bigger role, and I mean, I think he's gonna be doing well. I couldn't tell you specifically how he's feeling, but you know, I think he's doing well.
A lot more Jersey guys on the roster this year.
Yeah, it feels
you
good.
probably know a lot of those guys previously, right?
Yep. A couple rivalries and a couple friends, but you know, I mean, last year we had almost the same amount, and they all kind of left. But it's always good to have guys that were close to home. It's always something to relate about and be comfortable with the guys about.
Cody, on paper, that group in front of you, the defensive line, looks like it could be pretty elite. What have you seen through summer, start of this, to let you know what this could be? Obviously, if they can rush past, or if they can do that, that changes things for the rest of the defense.
Yeah. No, we have ultimate trust in the rushmen. They, you know, every doesn't matter who's in, they're always coming out violent and making big plays. They make it easy for us. So all we got to do is just trust those guys, and you know, they'll get the job done, and we'll just clean up everything behind.
Thank you, Cody.